Hello, everybody, and welcome to September. Okay, so this is going to be my first budget video, and let me tell you, oh my gosh. So let me just stop right there. So this was my August budget, and Vroom, it is just a huge mess, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in September, I decided to start using my own. I am so thrilled to have okay, so first off, let me just say thank you so much to Pennies and Pearls. I will leave a link. I don't know where it's going to be. I think up here, over there, who knows, one of these places. I will leave a link up there for you guys to kind of download her budget. If you've never done a budget before, using somebody else's is so nice because it just gets you somewhere. So what I did is right here, I went ahead and I did my fixed expenses, my variable expenses, my income, and then what I have in savings, and then my total. And I'm going to start with my total because I have said this a million times. My husband and I do not make enough in our regular jobs to cover our expenses. So our variable expenses and our fixed expenses together are $6,229. We make $4,991. I am looking forward to the day where we have paid off enough of our stupidity that my husband doesn't have to work a second job for getting us food, but that there's enough money left over that we can go ahead and oh my gosh, it's so annoying. But this is where we're at and this is what we're doing. So he is working with Lyft right now to pay our bills. So let me just start at the beginning. My daughter attends a private school and that amount is listed right here. No, I'm not going to let you know. Neither am I going to let you know my tithe because it's embarrassing. I do not tithe anywhere near 10% of my income, especially with the extra money from Lyft. Nothing, nowhere near that amount. So I'm just going to call myself out and say that. We have our Excel Energy, which has already come out. It came out the 29th of August, and so I'm curious to see if that's going to be 2 payments in this month or how that's going to work. Our mortgage is right here, and our mortgage in our area is actually really, really good. We could not rent a 2-bedroom for this price anywhere. We would be paying hundreds more each month to rent an apartment, much less a house. And so we got in at the bottom of the market. We have a student loan. We have our internet. Now we canceled our internet. Yes, finally. We're making some hard decisions and we canceled the internet after the last Game of Thrones for my husband. My Game of Thrones people out there, you can give him a whoop whoop because I could care less. Cell phones. The cell phone is an obnoxiously large amount of money, but we also pay for my mom's cell phone and we get tons of internet. Plus, we get hookup for the computer, or a hotspot. That's what it's called. We get a hotspot with that. Our water bill, and here is where people are going to hate me. Dave Ramsey peeps, plug your ears. In April, when this was all starting and my husband and I were going absolutely insane with overdrafting and not having enough money to even feed ourselves, we went through credit counseling and did that sort of thing. I know Dave Ramsey would be like, oh my gosh, get rid of that. But right now, it is enough to keep our heads above the water. I know. I know, but that's what it is, and that's what it's going to be right now, and I am totally okay with that because I was so stressed out and having so many anxiety attacks at that point in time that this is so much easier. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that you know I'm a lazy person and I'm not following Dave Ramsey for reals and only kind of, I didn't even know about Dave Ramsey back then. But anyways, you can all judge me and send me comments about how terrible I am. But anyways, that's what it is. Netflix. My husband asked for one thing. He asked for me not to get rid of Netflix. I didn't get rid of Netflix. $10 a month. Another student loan, and oh my gosh, this $19 a month kills me. My husband, when this was first starting and he started lifting, needed some stuff for his car. Instead of coming to me and asking to put it in the budget, he went and put it on Sprint store credit. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But it's $19 a month and it kills me. And I know there's something wrong with my brain because I look at this one right here, which is my car payment, and it doesn't bother me at all. Okay, it does a little bit, but it doesn't bother me to this extent that this $19 does. We're going to pay that one off first as soon as we get 1,000. No, we're going 2,000 in the emergency fund because right now we can't pay our bills unless Chris is working Lyft, and if something happens, yeah, I don't even want to go there. So we have 2 payments for the family credit counseling, and then we have a student loan, and we have a car payment, and we have car renewal, and it's just like, can we catch a break, please? And then we have this card right here, which is the last credit card we have, which was too small to put on the whole credit counseling thing, for a total of $5,014, you guys. Oh my gosh, I feel like an idiot. Okay, moving on. We have cut our budget by like half, you guys. We have $300 for the entire month. I do a big pantry, so $100 is for like a 25-pound bag of flour or a 25 or a 50-pound bag of rice, depending on the type of rice that we're going to get, and X and Y and Z. I use all of that towards that sort of big bulk purchases, and then we get about $50 a week for milk and fresh veggies and fruits and things like that. I have been using much less than $50 a week. I've been using between $20 and $30 a week, trying to cut everything out that I can, but I am budgeting for myself the full $200 because anything extra will then go towards paying off debt. But this also lets me buy things that are on sale. So if something goes on sale and I can freeze it, then I can do that. My husband gets $400 in gas because he's driving with Lyft, and I get $120. Once again, I do not use $120, but I like to keep it at $30 a week in case there is a week that I do. My daughter has to go to before care at her school, and this I will actually be getting back because I have a dependent care account. I am so happy I did this because it is pre-tax money. I will save a good bit of money this year by doing it this way. And it was flipping hard because I had to set this up while we were still in the middle of the crisis in April and May of trying to figure everything out. And I had to set this up, and it gets pulled out of my account. So my check is a little bit less each month, but it's pre-tax, so we will get the money back. Chicken feed, I don't need 20 each month, but I like to budget for it in case I need something else like mealworms or scratch or other things like that. And yes, I am putting money towards Christmas. I thought I would never get to put money towards Christmas. We are doing a zero spend gift Christmas, but for the nieces and the nephews and a couple of the friends, I'd like to send a magazine subscription and a box of stuff to the newest niece, maybe some sort of blanket or something that we make for her or something like that. But really, this money is going to be budgeted for things that we do. So we do the Waldorf School Festival, and we're going to go ice skating and all sorts of stuff like that. So this is more for the stuff that we do and for the things that we need to buy. So I need a new string of lights, which I can probably pick up at Goodwill. Just all of these little things like that. Car insurance is going to be $150 a month because that's going to be due in February, and I don't want February to come around and have to pay $800 like we did in July and have to scramble and beg and like figure out like, oh, let's just not eat for the entire flippin' month because we're idiots and forgot about that. So I'm trying not to be an idiot anymore. I know there's going to be other idiot moments, but I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. Car insurance. No, car wash. My husband asked for car wash stuff. It'll be cheaper than him going out to get car washes, so we're going to get him that. And then lunch containers in all capitals, you guys, because I have been using plastic bags this entire month, and I'm going to lose my hippie status. Like, I am the most terrible, like, green person I know because for the entire last month, I've been sending my daughters lunches in plastic bags because all of our lunch containers are, broken and lost. We just use the cheap Gladware. and we need to buy like $20 worth each year to stock up and keep them, and I didn't have the money last month, and so I didn't buy it. It wasn't in the budget. I didn't have the money, so I didn't buy it. Actually, I'm proud of myself for that, even though I'm a terrible like hippie, like green frugal person, because if it wasn't in the budget, I did not buy it last month, and I'm very proud of that. And this is the last one. I added this with the idea from the awesome Wendy Valencia because this is a cushion. So everything that's not on here, we've got. So if it's less than 50, we can get it. If it's more than 50, screw you, we're not getting it this month. That's it. Gosh. This budget thing is really flippin' hard. It's worth it. Totally worth it. But anybody who sits here and says, I like budgeting, this is easy, I just want to like throw something at them. Okay, so with the extra income, we are going to put 1/5 of the lift money towards a tax savings account immediately. My husband had taken away all of his deductions on his taxes, so there has been some money being pulled out, but I don't know how much we're going to need. I really want to just put some of it away because imagine getting hit in January, February, March with tax money. Does not sound cool. Once we hit $6,179, we're going to get an oil change for Chris's car, which hasn't had an oil change since I don't know when, but way before April. And he's been driving 30, 40 hours a week with Lyft. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously taking care of business. But this is, we're getting there. We're doing the things we need. After we have $1,000 in the emergency fund, we're going to get some socks and shoes for Chris, and then some bras and socks for Evangeline. And at the very end, if we have any money left over, we're going to get an oil change for my car. Okay, you guys, that is September. I don't think there's anything else that I haven't gone over. Yeah, our savings. We have a savings account now. I'm so excited. You have no idea. It's so awesome to see that our money, we're putting our money places we want it to go. So I did this last month, get money into the Christmas fund. I did get some money into the auto insurance fund. I'm not funding travel next summer yet. I need to go see my family. I'd love to go see my family. Please, I want to go see my family, and I need to start saving for it. The car is the only thing that's keeping us afloat right now. So if something happens, we need to make sure we are funding a car repair fund. Because if something happens, we need to get it taken care of immediately. And then we put our first little $365 into the emergency fund. We would have had $1,365, except we paid off the payday loan that we took out. We paid it off and it's done, and we're not earning like copious amounts of interest. And I know Dave Ramsey peeps would have been like, get $1,000 first, but we needed to pay that off first. So our thousands, we're going to get our emergency fund, and then we're going to start budgeting and paying. Yes, it feels so good. Do you feel that feeling, like knowing where your money is going? I hope you do. So let me know down in the comments if you guys are budgeting and how you are budgeting and how it's going. Let me know down in the comments also if you're one of my people whose income is less than your outgo and what you are doing for that. I think somebody's at my door. On that note, I will let you go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like more of this content. Bye.